For the first time since the 2024 USL League One final, Spokane Velocity FC face off with Union Omaha. We're happy to have you with us from the Pacific Northwest at One Spokane Stadium. Tonight's match is brought to you by Eastern Washington University. Jack Edwards here with you on ESPN+. It is the first time these teams play in over 200 days. November 2024, these teams met in Papillion. It was the culmination of the 2024 season. Max Schneider opened the scoring, Pedro Dolabello followed things up, and Lagos Kunga rounded out a dominant 3-0 win for Union Omaha. They were second consecutive Player Shield winners, and they got the job done last campaign, winning the title and lifting the second title in club history. A lot has changed in the 258 days between then and now. Spokane have led for much of the 2025 season, but Chattanooga's overtaken them in top spot. They want to leapfrog them here today with 3 points at home. 12 goals conceded is a best mark for Spokane, while Omaha, they sit bottom of USL League One, just 17 goals scored. And the underperformance on their chances has been the big note for Omaha. We'll dive into that more as the broadcast continues, so we can look at some important players to watch out for both teams. First off, for Spokane, the home side here today. Pierre Reedy is coming in now into year number 2 with Spokane. Year number 3 with Lee Veidman, and Lee Veidman says that it's been the production that has stepped up in 2025. 2 goals, 3 assists for the energetic forward. He'll try and add some more here today, coming off a 1-goal, 2-assist deal in all of 2024. He's upping that end of his game. On the other side of things for Omaha, productivity has been the word for Ryan Betcher since joining on loan from St. Louis City 2. He had just 1 goal, 1 assist in MLS Next Pro, but so far in USL League One, he's got 3 goals and 1 assist in 4 total appearances. He has scored in 3 straight USL League One starts. He'll try and continue things in a good way in the attack for Omaha, who are on the road today. History in that it's the first time they play since the final last year. It's also the 1,000th match in USL League One history. A lot at stake here today at One Spokane Stadium. Spokane Velocity and Omaha lineups coming up after this break.
At Eastern Washington University, students and faculty work side by side to restore a lost prairie and decrease our carbon footprint. Composers are writing music to help us understand how salmon migrate. And urban and regional planning students partner with cities to gather the data they need to address homelessness. Interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world. That's Eastern Washington University and you.
When spring 2025 rolls back around, Spokane Zephyr FC will too, for part 2 of their inaugural season. You could witness all 7 spring home matches with a spring match pack. Tickets to 7 fast-paced matches in a fun, soccer-crazed environment at One Spokane Stadium. Plus, you'll get season ticket holder benefits like merch discounts, a VIP party, and more. Visit uslspokane.com to score your spring match pack now.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for $339 a month for 36 months, or purchase with $3.9 for 36 and get $2,000 wild bonus cash.
It is the 1,000th match in the history of USL League One, and tonight's match is brought to you by Eastern Washington University, Spokane Velocity, Union Omaha. Jack Edwards here with you on ESPN+. We can look first off at our lineups. as we build up into this one for Spokane. Velocity coming into this one off the back of Jaeger Cup action, a 1-0 loss against Sacramento Republic. There are 5 changes made by Lee Feedman. Starting in net, Carlos Marancio comes in for his 16th appearance, and up top as well. A big one to look out for is Anwar Pillais, with 6 goals so far in league play. He comes back up top. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. There is Spokane. And now for Union Omaha. They're also coming off a match in the Jägermeister Cup, a 1-0 defeat, the exact same as Spokane against the USL Championship side. 5 changes made by Vincenzo Candela, the interim head coach for Los Bujos. In net, Rashid Nuhu comes back into things. Watch out for Ryan Batcher, who's been dangerous to play in that midfield role with Charlie Ostrom on the left wing. Up front, Pato Botello Faz leads the line for Union Omaha. Players are on the field, and we're just moments to kick off in the Spokane Stadium. Neil Vinyals stands in the center circle in that all-white kit with the blue numbering for Spokane. He gets things going with the hosts attacking from left to right. The visitors in their black kit with green vertical stripes along the chest are Omaha. They'll attack from right to left. Creed Nuhu takes this one inside his own 18-yard box and pings a pass out to this near side. An awkward hop is well corralled by Marco Milanese as Omaha try and put their stamp on things. They won the last time these teams played. It was a long time ago. We talked about it in the open, how different this campaign is to last year. The 7-seed Spokane Velocity surprising everybody, getting all the way to the final in their inaugural season, as they got hot late on in the campaign and rode that all the way to Werner Park. But it was Omaha who won that meeting. They sit bottom of USL League One. However, today, as Charlie Ostrom brings one in, whips it into the box, early service to the back post, pushed away for an Omaha throw-in, far side of the field. The overall meetings between these sides, there were 5 of them last year, the first campaign for Spokane. All of them were decided by the home team. They won on all 5 occasions at One Spokane Stadium. Spokane with 2-1 wins and 3-2 wins. As this one's lifted into the box, the back post. Good header to push things away. Good defensive work at the back post by Spokane. And Coleman plays it out wide. Last year, Spokane made history. They became the first expansion side to have multiple wins against the reigning Players' Shield winners. They won 3-2. A late winner from Javier Martin separated things in their meeting in May of last year. They also won in September, 2-1. Cameron Miller scored what turned out to be the decisive goal in a 2-1 win. Miller starts in the heart of defense today, with Lee Wiedman looking on for his side. Year number 2 for Wiedman. With Spokane, it was a great inaugural season. The team progressed across 2024, and they rode that momentum, even though the ended in a bit of heartbreak. Lee Wiedman told me this week, chatting to him in the build-up, that there really is no major discussion about any sort of revenge against Omaha. Some players might feel it if they were in that match, as Omaha carry it into the attacking third. Good delivery towards the back post, only as far as the edge of the 18, kept alive in the mix. A cushioned touchdown, trying to keep things alive is Mark Bronick, and he gets the last touch, the decisive touch, out for a goal kick. Wiedman says that some players might think about the match, might have a little bit of extra fire in their bellies, is how he describes it. But a lot has changed. Vincenzo Candela heads things up. You see him, the interim, just 30 years of age, has been the assistant since 2023. Assisted Casciato during his entire reign, and steps up as Casciato moved on to the Tampa Bay Rowdies of the USL Championship. Bit of high press initiated. A foul from behind results in a free kick for the Velocity. Reedy rolls a pass backwards. Slid out to the far side of the field. Drop of the shoulder, a bit of speed and strength to drive past a few. A really good flick on pass. Options in the box. Referee will whistle for a foul, a yellow card. And it looks to be just on the edge of the 18. We'll wait for official confirmation. But what an early moment from Pierre Reedy. Just took the ball and said, let's go. Skips past Coleman. That foul is indeed outside the 18-yard box. That will be just about the only solace he will take from that moment. He was beaten. And that yellow card turns out to be a good one. It was in a dangerous position. There may be questions of should that be a red card, denial of a goal scoring opportunity. But there were defenders in the area for Omaha, and it results in a peculiar spot for a free kick. Not too often do you see one inside the D at the edge of the 18. It's very close to goal. But what can Spokane try and generate from this? Two players stand over it for the velocity here in the 6th minute. Both Derek Waldeck and Neil Vignals are both dangerous options. Vignals strikes with the right and opens the scoring. A dream start for the home side. An extraordinary free kick from Neil Vignals. They wondered, would it go right, would it go left? After a brilliant move from Pierre Reedy, drew the free kick. Spokane had a chance. It was Vignals with the right. Goes goalkeeper side and beats Rashid Nuhu with an exceptional effort for his 2nd goal of 2025. Vignals was one of those off-season acquisitions, a long-time USL League One veteran. He was not part of the team that fell to Omaha last year, but Vignals picked up his first goal 1 month ago today in a 1-1 draw with Texoma. Hasn't had a chance to get a ton of starts in 2025. This is just his 3rd in USL League One play, and he's making it count. Fernandez slides a pass forward. Reedy goes out to in and plays it back. Oprah forward, a mistimed pass out of play for an Omaha throw-in. Milanese takes it quick. Clever idea with the drag back. Vignals highest in the press, trying to cause some chaos as Owusu drops the shoulder and carries it forward. Milanese, Ostrom, Schneider. Max Schneider scored that first goal in last year's final. Between the lines, picks out a good option. Far side of the field. Bronick trying to keep it in play. He will keep it alive. Mark Bronick creeping towards the defense, past one challenger in the box. Low delivery blocked. It spins away, out for a throw-in. Clever idea there from Mark Bronick, but Cameron Miller said no. A good challenge by the center back. One shot, one goal so far, 9 minutes into the match. Pushed out, throw in. Another one for Omaha, who have dominated possession in early proceedings. Not able to make anything count towards goal. Lifted towards the back post, nodded back across frame, pushed out to the edge of the 18, scraped along. Milanese able to get ahead to it to keep it in the mix for Omaha. Milanese. Quick 1-2. Milanese cushioned down. Ostrom, his delivery blocked, it spins, out for a throw-in. Omaha ramping up the pressure in the few minutes after conceding an early goal. Left it into the box. A diving header pushes it away. No nonsense defensively there. Andre Lewis gets the last touch to it. It's a corner on this near side of the field, the first one of the match. This is an ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. Chance on the near side for an in-swinging bit of delivery. Driven into the box, pushed away. Again, the clearance, not entirely decisive. The header over the top, too strong. Marancio easily claims. Watch that sequence again, as it was well cleared on the initial go. Lewis trying to lift one away. In the end, the header too strong. That's a really good sliding intervention to cut things out. It spins away for an Omaha throw-in. On the far side of the field. They got 68% possession, the visitors do. Return pass after the throw. Good pair of touches, driven into the box. Not able to carve out a shooting opportunity. It's blocked away. Coleman under a bit of pressure, puts it upfield. No nonsense by the center back, puts it out for a throw. Take a look now at our forward keys to the game. Well, for Spokane, entering the contest, it was being decisive in the attack. Talk about decisive. Neil Vignals picking up a free kick 20 yards from goal and burying it in the back of the net, makes it 1-0. As for Omaha, Vincenzo Candela has laid it out himself. His big focus has been consistency and actions from his team, trying to make sure that in defense and attack, whatever they do, it is staying consistent. Been all right in that sense in the first 12 minutes. Of course, Brent Coleman and his foul will be the major blip against Los Bujos that they'll watch out for. But they do face a tough test to try and get their winning ways back in the USL League One. It's a pass over the top, takes a kind spin. Little support defense knocks it out for a corner kick. Opera is a little slow to get back up. He was dueling with Ryan Betcher for this one. This turned into a really good first-time pass from Max Schneider. Drops one in over the top. Betcher trying to hold play up. There was no one with him in the support, and he may have just caught Opera in the aftermath there, apologetic to his opposing defender. The result in another corner. Second corner now for Union Omaha in the early stages. Have it on this near side. An ICCU corner kick comes up with Mark Bronick, the taker. Goes short this time. Laid in. First time delivery. Dangerous, whipped across. There's appeals for a handball. Not answered. One back by Omaha. Bronick. Milanese trying to craft something. Not able to do so. It drops, and now a chance perhaps for Spokane in the attack against a stretched Omaha defense. Reedy looking at his options. He's on his right. Sips past another challenge. Vignals has it. He's pressed tightly and he grabs it with his right hand. An intentional handball there. He fell on that one, felt he was fouled. Made the referee make a choice. Trying to restart play quickly. Only finds the heels of our head official. Ivan Di Cristofaro is the head man here today. Far side of the field, Omaha again in the attacking third. Past a few challengers. Cut back, aiming for Bronick. Not able to pull it off was Watson. Here's Brett Coleman now. Pass between the lines. Betcher now able to carry towards goal and slide it along to Milanese. Trying the return ball for Betcher. It's a clever idea. He appeals for a handball. Referee waves him away. It looked like on first glance that it definitely hit a hand, but I'm not sure there's much the Spokane defense can do there. It's just kicked right into his hand from close range. Let's watch this one again. Watch that left hand from Garcia. It catches the hand. It's outstretched. It makes his body a bit bigger. I think it would have been a harsh penalty. Di Cristofaro agreed and said no penalty for Omaha. Would have been a golden opportunity to get back into the match. Out of play now for a Spokane throw-in inside their own defensive third. Scan now and you will win one of 20 unique restaurant discounts. Thank you to Caruso's The Burger Dock, Flat Stick Pub, TT's Barbecue, Casa Tap House, IHOP, and Method Juice Cafe. That's a cheap free kick to give away at the edge of the 18 by Spokane. Ivan Di Cristofaro has been called into action. The last few moments there was the handball appeal. Again, it's Garcia who is in the area and is the main culprit. This time around, the referee signals in favor of the visiting side. It was a free kick that gave Spokane their lead they hold. A goal from Neil Binyal 6 minutes into the contest. Max Schneider, who scored the opener in last year's final, steps back from this one. Can shoot, can play a pass. He opts to shoot through a crowd. It's blocked. The wall does its job. And cleared all the way back to Rashid Nuhu, who can reset things for Omaha. Watson. Owusu Watson. Betcher back to Watson. Good bit of one-time passing. Gets Watson in a bit of space. Now Ostrom. Milanese back to Ostrom. Attack now, low ball to the near post. It was a clever run made. It's out now for a corner kick. Just trying to drive along to that near post. Omaha trying to cause some chaos. Another set piece opportunity for Omaha. It's another ICCU corner kick. This one taken by Schneider. His free kick moments ago blocked by the wall. Schneider whips it into the near post, flicked along, point blank. They're appealing for a handball. They go unanswered. Again waved away. Long searching pass, drops in the 18. Pushed away by Spokane. Now a chance to stretch the legs and drive numbers forward. A switch of play. It's blocked by Schneider. Underlapping run made by Lewis. He receives it. As Waldeck on the overlap, he uses him. Derek Waldeck cuts it along. Takes an awkward spin. They want a handball in the box. They won't get it. Cut along, edge of the 18. Miss hit. Falls kindly, aiming for Pillai. He's not able to get to his feet. Moved along by John Brown. Out wide Oprah. Great pass in for Binyals. Cuts it back. Cleared away. Now John Brown. Oprah driving this one along over hit to the back post. It's out for an Omaha throw in. Match kicking into life. And the last few moments. Started first off with this corner. There were handball appeals here on this shot. It looks to be by the body. And then there was this dangerous pass. Takes an awkward spinning deflection. It was a high boot they were appealing for. Pelaez lifted his foot up to try and challenge for it. Spokane not able to generate a serious chance towards Rashid Nuhu's net. Another throw in for Omaha, advancing territory here. Temperatures around the high 80s here in Spokane. Relatively clear conditions. So a foul is committed. 20 minutes down here in this rematch of last year's final. The 1,000th match in the history of USL League One. We can look now at our injury report entering the game tonight, presented by Kinetic Chiropractic, a modern approach to chiropractic care. Unreported for Spokane, Lagos Kunga, Blake Malone, and Aaron Gomez, the three players unavailable for Los Bujos. They just haven't quite hit full stride with their injuries. Haven't hit full stride so far this campaign. 14 points. They know they have some games in hand. They have talent, as they are in the attacking half here. 14 teams in USL League One. In Omaha, yes, they are bottom. But if you look at the underlying stats, the expected goals numbers that generally give a good metric of across the course of a campaign how teams stack up, Omaha's expected goals for number is 22.8. They have scored to 17 goals. That underperformance of over 5 goals is the worst in the league, so they have been putting away their chances. This one's cushioned in the box. It falls for Watson. Looks every which way, takes it to the edge of the 18 and rolls it backwards. Flipped along to Milanese. Head up, ball forward, blocked, spins out of play for a throw-in for Omaha. Well, that expected goals for number, obviously they've underperformed there with just 17 goals scored. Expected goals against has also been relatively strong, 6th in the league with 16.8 they're expected to concede, but they've actually conceded 24. So you look at that massive swing, how different things could be. Those numbers would almost directly mirror Spokane's, who have scored 20 close to Spokane. They are quite a ways away in the overall points tally. But there is talent. It's a team that are back-to-back Players' Shield winners for a reason. Vincenzo Candela, talking to him, he's trying to get back into that form, tap back into that skill, getting the players to fall back in love with the game, trying to change things around ever so slightly with the managerial change. While Lee Wiedman knows that it can be a challenge to play against this Omaha team. They had 5 really hard-fought contests in 2024. And despite their placement, we've seen in these last few moments, it's been Omaha who have controlled possession, much of it in the attacking third. 67% possession for Omaha. Rolled along to Knapp, forward to Milanese. A brilliant stop from the Spokane goalkeeper. And he keeps the clean sheet intact. It's a corner for Omaha. Still 1-0 in favor of the hosts. A big deflection from Milanese's ball forward. And in the end, it just drops. What a save from Marancio. His momentum is going to his left, but he just sticks out a right hand and keeps it out of the back of the net. Will he have more action to come here on this ICCU corner kick? Whipped into the back post, over hits. It goes all the way out to the far side of the field for a goal kick. Well, the USL is on CBS Sports Network. It kicks off in August with a League One Battle of the South. Newcomer FC Naples take on South Georgia Tormenta FC Wednesday, August 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. Naples a come-from-behind win earlier this afternoon. winning 2-1 at Richmond. Tormenta playing a thrilling 2-all draw at home against Greenville. Those teams will meet on Wednesday on CBS Sports Network. Lewis climbs highest, gets to John Brown. John Brown's pass invites a bit of pressure. Waldeck can't get there first. Betcher, his header down, and a pass out wide now for Watson. He cushions it down. Lawrence Watson able to get there first, but out off of him. It's a throw for Spokane. Talked about the underperformance for Omaha so far this campaign in terms of their goals scored, goals against, based on the underlying numbers. That was also the trend for Spokane in the Jägermeister Cup. A few challenges in the midfield. Referee letting play continue. Moved along to Oprah. Lucky Oprah pass across the defense. To the far side of the field for Waldeck. Derek Waldeck, big touch out of his feet. Pokes it along to Reedy. Pierre Reedy drives one in. It's blocked on the first attempt. The header flicks it away, clears it upfield. Kept it away from a corner kick. Well done defensively from Omaha. Botello Faz trying to cause some chaos. Along that back line, lays it off. Now played in. Dangerous passing. Not quite able to get it through the defensive line, and now along to Milanese. Owusu, Schneider out wide. Watson just lifts one to the back post. It's kept alive. The header pushes it away. Omaha have tried a lot of those searching passes to the back post. They haven't quite worked out as of yet. It's Milanese. Goes one-on-one with Oprah, can't get past. First time delivery, a foul in the box. It's a free kick. Spokane have it inside their own 18-yard box. Windermere Foundation is thrilled to welcome our charity of the month. It's more than a home, it's a way to give back. Please visit our site at www.windermerefoundation.com. 27 minutes down here at One Spokane Stadium. A match that brings together two teams with history against one another. 5 overall meetings. Omaha leads the head-to-head meetings 3-2. They've won all 3 matches at home, but they've lost the 2 times they've come up to Spokane. And the challenge made all the more difficult by an early free kick from Neil Vinyals. The throw from Nuhu asked a little bit too much of Milanese. It's out for a throw-in for the Velocity. Throw-in here. They're appealing for a foul. Anwar Pillais was tussling with Brent Coleman. Coleman, of course, has to be careful. He had that yellow card just 5 minutes into the match for a challenge at the edge of his own 18. It's never easy for a center back to hold their position and not bite, not commit those challenges. Good work on the turn, and it's rolled centrally for Schneider. Schneider is fouled, and a yellow card comes out. The home crowd felt it was a clean challenge. Referee disagreed and signals for the yellow card for Siobhan John Brown. Let's watch it again. So the studs are elevated. He gets the ball, John Brown does. You can see both sides of it. The referee opting for a bit of protection there. And says it's a yellow card for Siobhan John Brown, who gets booked here in the 29th minute. When you jump in that strong, you run the risk of that, even if it's a clean challenge. John Brown joins Coleman in the pocket. Milanese rolled centrally. Return pass to Milanese. Here's Schneider. Milanese. Ostrom. Milanese skips past one challenge. Betcher, low delivery. Returned to the man who sent it in. Betcher, a touch out of his feet. Second try for him. Same result, pushed away by Spokane. A lot of box defending for them in the first half hour. They've done so studiously. Coleman, very good work to get that challenge in. And the header moves it out wide for Pierre Reedy. Waldeck. Lewis slides it back. That's a foul from behind, and a free kick in a promising spot for Union Omaha here. Elite Minds, unlock your mind, unlock your game. You visit our website today. It's a free kick just past the half-hour mark for Union Omaha. A chance for Max Schneider to way up a pass into the box. 1 goal in 14 appearances so far this season for the German. Towards the back post. The header back in the mix, but there was a push from behind. It results in a free kick. Ryan Betcher is in discussion with the head official. He's appealing for this one. There's a bit of a left hand there. Defender goes down. They'll always be favored to earn that free kick. You can watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network, for 2 upcoming matches. Monterey Bay FC faces off against FC Tulsa this coming Wednesday, August 6th at 10 p.m. Eastern. And Lexington SC battle off with Phoenix Rising on Saturday, August 9th at 6 p.m. Eastern. Head over to USLChampionship.com for complete USL TV listings. Hold out of play. Throw in for Spokane. Coleman shows good strength. Goes out of play. Who was that last off of? It's last off of Spokane. Out for a goal kick here. First touch moved along to Milanese. Far side of the field. Schneider. Watson on the second try, skips past one challenge. Low one, bounces kindly, first time straight at Marancio. Again, Carlos Marancio called into action, this one a bit easier than some of the saves he's had to make so far this contest. 6'2" goalkeeper stays strong between the sticks and saves that effort. Still 1-0. For the league's stingiest defense, 12 goals conceded. There's a push from behind and a free kick. Lumberbeard Brewing is proud to be the preferred craft brewery partner for USL Spokane. Visit our downtown tasting room for expertly brewed craft beer and food at 25 East 3rd Ave, open 7 days a week. Throw in now after the long free kick forward. As things stand, Spokane retaking their spot atop USL League One. Chattanooga winning 3-1 over Westchester last night. team that just defy all conventions. Chattanooga do. They don't want the ball. They had just 25% possession in the game yesterday, and they won 3-1. It's not the usual story you see from a team that's contending to be top of the table, but they are comfortable in who they are. Spokane, they are their main challengers. As things stand, they would go 4 points clear of Charlotte in third place, 2 clear of Chattanooga, who would have a game in hand. Still a long way to go until the table watching resumes, with Neil Vignals serving one up. It's going to bounce in the 18, not fully dealt with. Chance for Betcher to poke it along. He was fouled. Referee plays advantage. Pass rolled forward, and it was known there that it was going to be offside. Not touched, out for a throw-in instead for Spokane. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and USL League One. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select is the player's choice. On the turn, received. Telefaz trying to squirm it forward. There was a push from behind. Referee was playing advantage for a moment, but we'll give a free kick for Spokane. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site. SeatGeek is your ticket to great seats. Home crowd on hand for Spokane Velocity. Good turn here through the middle. A chance to slide it out wide for Derek Waldeck. Cushions a touch, cuts it back, rolled along, and it squirms just wide. Out for a corner, so close to a flowing move for 2-0 for Spokane. Instead, they moved to the near side of the field for a corner kick. Rolled out wide by Pelaez. Waldeck had time to pick out his options, and Pelaez trying to scoop it towards goal. There might have been a decisive touch there from Marco Milanese with the back of his heel, just to push it wide of the frame and keep things 1-0. In an instant, the Velocity create a good chance. What can they create from this? ICCU corner kick. Vignals with the goal, serves it up into the box, pushed away. Lewis trying to clip one along. You could see the idea he was making with the cutting run. Not able to pull it off in the end, and Rashid Nuhu profits. Watson plays it along to Coleman. Coleman to Milanese. 126 MLS appearances for Coleman. 34 years of age, originally from Omaha. Provides that calming presence along the back line. Pass by Schneider. Forced Milanese to get on his horse to keep it in play. Does so successfully. Coleman. Miscommunication there. Might be a signal from the referee for no more time wasting. Throw in taken by Oprah. Was there for a push from behind? No, there wasn't on Pelais. Here's Samuel Owusu. Owusu tries to slide a pass forward, not quite able to pull it off. John Brown, a pass back to Oprah, forces him a little deeper than he may have liked. Oprah playing a pass forward into the channel. Coleman, first time with the left foot forward. That's going to be a foul. Pressing too tightly. Omaha, it's a free kick for Spokane. Booker Stay today at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. 4 minutes till halftime. Make sure you stick around. That's going to be a yellow card to Max Schneider. It looks to be for dissent. Home crowd loves that one. But Schneider frustrated towards the end of this first half, and he's booked. Becomes the second player for Omaha that are on yellow cards. We'll make sure you join us for halftime. Take a look across the league at our scores from elsewhere, see how that shakes things up for the standings. Also look at some big moments in USL's history. 1,000th match here today. Vignoles. John Brown, first time. Oh, he strikes the upright. It may have been a mishit cross, but it almost caught Rashid Nuhu out. And the captain for Los Bujos picks one out before this goal kick. Let's watch this again from John Brown. First time, if he intended that, fair play. Ambitious. And Rashid Nuhu, who was preparing for a ball into the box, was almost beat at that near post, but it struck the upright and went wide. Owusu lifts it upfield. Dropped in the midfield for Fernandez. Now a chance for John Brown to play it forward. Good first touch. A low shot blocked. They're appealing for a handball. It's waved away. There's been a number of handball appeals in this first 45. None of them answered by our head official. Now a chance for Omaha in transition. A switch to this near side. Just can't quite link up with either player. There were two options in the attack. Let's watch this one again. A strong challenge put in. Yellow card to Lee Wiedman now. Frustrations for both teams. Have to imagine that one for Wiedman is for the no handball call there. You saw it just a moment ago. It was close. It really, really was. Owusu was falling to the ground. It's one of those where if he's using his hand to brace his fall and it's incidental contact onto the ball, it might be looked favorably by the referee. The other handball claims were by Omaha against Spokane in the attack. They haven't been answered. Here's Waldeck now. Carries forward. Has Reedy has the option with him, and he'll roll it along to Reedy. A clever idea. Pierre Reedy drives one along. Owusu gets a foot in the way. Corner comes for Spokane. Pierre Reedy's been lively so far. He won the free kick that led to the goal. He receives this one on the turn in a dangerous position. Maybe he had more time than he would have thought in that instance to pick out an option and try and play a pass. His attempted pass across frame blocked by the center back, Samuel Owusu, and it results in this ICCU corner kick. Neil Vignoles will be the one who takes it on the far side of the field. An in-swinger will come. 28-year-old originally from Barcelona. Vignoles whips it into the box. Nuhu comes, doesn't get there fully. It bounces agonizingly in the box, and that's going to be a free kick at the very end of it. Dangerous ball in. Nuhu did not get to it. Schneider does well to get his body in front, and he was pushed at the very end of the sequence by Cameron Miller, and it resulted in a free kick. Three minutes of added time at the end of our first 45. Pretty evenly fought affair. A bit more possession, relatively even in the shot totals. Neil Vignals with the moment of supreme quality that separates things for these two sides. Throw in for Omaha. Milanese, it drops in the box. Wootton, first time it's blocked. Back to him. Wootton trying to dig something out. Stays with the play, and it's cleared away, no nonsense. Long ball forward. One for Pelais to try and make difficult, and in the end he fouls Coleman. Pelais felt that he was having his shirt pulled, but in the end that physical tussle results in an Omaha free kick. 8 fouls for Omaha, 7 for Spokane in the first 46 minutes. 2 yellow cards for dissent, two teams that have played some really tough matches. It's out wide now for Pierre Reedy. Reedy creeping towards the defense, puts the brakes on, and gives it to Waldeck. Fernandez, Vignals, Reedy, gets it caught under his feet. Now a chance for Lewis to try and work with it. Fernandez loses out, really strong challenge put in. A few of them. Now Lewis just showing off with some skill here. Now Derek Waldeck, what can he dig out? His ball in is blocked. Corner comes for Spokane in the final minute of stoppage time. ICCU corner kick comes. Won't be too many more moments in this first half to try and change that score line. It reads Spokane 1, Omaha 0. Vignals whips it into the box. Dangerous! And it's crashed home. Vignals with a goal and an assist. And Anwar Pelais drives it into the back of the net for his 7th goal in League One play. Spokane 2, Omaha 0, right on the doorstep of halftime. Rashid Nuhu protesting to the referee. Let's watch it wide first off. Pelais just gets there first. Nuhu may have been protesting that he was impacted, impeded upon, but what a ball in by Vignals to that back post, and Pelais just crashing in. Goal that just enhances the position of the home side. Gets a bit of refreshment. Pelais in just a moment of a chance to get a lot more during the interval. Play restarts. Sliced clearance out for a throw. Referee not signaling just yet for halftime. We've gone 1 minute more than the minimum. Goal celebrations impacting it a bit. Can Omaha try and get one late themselves as well? Milanese can't get past the challenge. Out for a throw in. That's the watch from Ivan De Cristofaro. His pass blocked. Good strength shown. Halftime whistle sounds, and Spokane up 2-0, trying to get vengeance after the League One final in 2024. Anwar Pelais tacks one on after a brilliant free kick from Neil Binyals. It sets things up for a very good halftime talk for Lee Wiedemann. A happy side in Spokane. They lead at the break, 2-0 over Union Omaha. Halftime now. Got content from around the ground. It's the 1,000th match in the history of USL League One. A brilliant moment from Neil Binyals to open things, and a crashing header at the end of the half make it Spokane 2, Omaha 0 at halftime.
It's true that a Windermere agent's client decided to experiment with power washing their deck a day before the house was supposed to go on the market. It's true that he may have accidentally destroyed said deck. Now, you might wonder, how did that deck get torn out, replaced, and stained in one day, in time for the listing to go live the next morning? We'll never tell.
At Eastern Washington University, students and faculty work side by side to restore a lost prairie and decrease our carbon footprint. Composers are writing music to help us understand how salmon migrate. And urban and regional planning students partner with cities to gather the data they need to address homelessness. Interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world. That's Eastern Washington University and you.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for $339 a month for 36 months, or purchase with $3.9 for 36 and get $2,000 wild bonus cash.
Scan now and you will win one of 20 unique restaurant discounts. Thank you to Caruso's, The Burger Dock, Flat Stick Pub, TT's Barbecue, Casa Tap House, IHOP, and Method Juice Cafe. At halftime at One Spokane Stadium, it's the Spokane Velocity who are better off, 2-0 on top of Union Omaha. We can look first off at our July Player of the Month nominees, as well as a look around at all of the matches that have built up here to our 1,000th in the USL League One.
Taylor Gray harassed, turnover, Omaha in front, Betcher gets around, gets a shot, and a response! Palmer Martinez dashes free, it's still Martinez! Martinez rips it, oh my goodness! Robles is through, this is Rodrigo Robles, and Greenville is in front.
Washington onto it, looking for his second, and converts!
It is a milestone 7 years in the making. USL League One is about to stage its 1,000th match. And no one has played in more of those matches than Greenville Triumph defender Evan Lee. 163 league appearances. How cool is that to be a part of that history?
It's really cool. I think it's things like that that you think about growing up, and when you can find a good club in Greenville like I have, and a good league that is healthy and growing, it's really cool to be a part of.
You guys were the inaugural match, and everything was going fine until you had the defender's worst nightmare. You were stuck, the only guy left on a 2-on-1. What do you remember about that moment in the first League One game?
Not being very much fun in that moment. But what I do really remember is obviously being disappointed in the result for us, but excited the league had kicked off, and excited that we were able to take Alex Morel, the first ever goal scorer, and bring him over to Greenville the next season. So that's really what I remember from it.
Lee and the Triumph have seen plenty of big moments. There was Liam McKinnon's 4-goal showing against Chattanooga Red Wolves in 2023. The year before, a 5-5 10-goal draw against South Georgia Tormenta. So good, they now call it the Peach State Derby. Speaking of derbies, the Henny Derby between Forward Madison and Richmond Kickers finished League One's first ever CBS SN match in grand fashion.
The Richmond Kickers win the Henny Derby!
From Madison's Snopener to Union Omaha's season points record in 2023, League One is writing history one match at a time. You got Ronaldinho with a shovel in the dirt, getting ready to get a stadium going here. Does this come together better than you thought?
Definitely. Because again, when you come to a new team, you're not really sure. And it's easy to throw buzzwords around and say, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But to see the club try to push forward and actually make some progress in these things is really good. That goes to show how serious the league is, and that's all we can ask for at the end of the day.
Prinks tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks tires will be there for the long haul.
On the ground, stepping Cisnero! For Reed Stephen! Tormenta is in front!
Whoa, termites can eat a pound of wood a day. 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 What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals. I'll show you something so big that you ain't never seen before. I'll show you something you've never seen before.
Halftime at One Spokane Stadium. Eastern Washington University mascot, the odd one out. Spokane, though, looking strong after 45. They're up 2-0 here at halftime. Jack Edwards with you. We can look first big picture at our news and notes across the USL League One. It's been a talking point first half. 1,000th match in the history of this great league. It's tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, live. You're watching it. Greenville, a great run in the Jägermeister Cup. They're the lone League One team to advance to the next round, and a new team on the block. Can they repeat what Spokane did in 2024? USL Eugene will get play going in 2026. That's to look forward to. That's what today is. Greenville to watch out for in the Jägermeister Cup coming up in the next few weeks. Today's scores across the USL League One. There are some big results to watch out for. 0-0 between Madison and Alta. A thrilling 3-all draw between the Independents and Texoma, with Texoma coming from 2 goals down to get 1 point in that one. Knox will take all 3, as do Naples in a come-from-behind victory at Richmond, while a 2-2 draw means 1 point apiece for Tormenta and Greenville Triumph. Chattanooga won yesterday. That means in the standings, as things stand, there are some important results all across the league. Spokane currently hold top spot with this live result. They would be 2 points clear of the Chattanooga Red Wolves in second spot, and still Union Omaha in 14th place at the bottom of the standings. A win could take them a lot of ways up, but they need some goals in the second 45 to get to that point. While we paused, despite countless surgeries and treatments, John embraced life every day with a passion and love that lit up every room he walked into. A valued member of the USL HQ staff since 2015, he will forever be remembered by his big smile, contagious laugh, and his deep love for his family. John is survived by his wife and son. He was just 39 years old.
At Eastern Washington University, students and faculty work side by side to restore a lost prairie and decrease our carbon footprint. Composers are writing music to help us understand how salmon migrate. And urban and regional planning students partner with cities to gather the data they need to address homelessness. Interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world. That's Eastern Washington University and you.
When spring 2025 rolls back around, Spokane Zephyr FC will too, for part 2 of their inaugural season. You could witness all 7 spring home matches with a spring match pack. Tickets to 7 fast-paced matches in a fun, soccer-crazed environment at one Spokane stadium. Plus, you'll get season ticket holder benefits like merch discounts, a VIP party, and more. Visit uslspokane.com to score your spring match pack now.
It's true that a Windermere agent's client decided to experiment with power washing their deck a day before the house was supposed to go on the market. It's true that he may have accidentally destroyed said deck. Now, you might wonder, how did that deck get torn out, replaced, and stained in one day, in time for the listing to go live the next morning? We'll never tell.
Lumberbeard Brewing is proud to be the preferred craft brewery partner for USL Spokane. Visit our downtown tasting room for expertly brewed craft beer and food at 25 East 3rd Ave, open 7 days a week. Spokane up 2-0 over Union Omaha after 45 minutes. Let's look at the goals that got them here. Jack Edwards with you on ESPN+. There's a foul at the edge of the 18, 5 minutes into the game. These highlights brought to you by Eastern Washington University. What a free kick from Neil Vinyals. Just drives this one to the goalkeeper's side. Nuhu can't get there in time. Makes things 1-0. That was in the 6th minute. We jump now to the 45+3. So late on in this first half. Driven in by Vinyals, and Anwar Pillais crashes in for his 7th goal in League One play. Makes things 2-0. Our stats here at halftime also presented by Eastern Washington University. 2-0 Spokane lead, despite being slightly outshot overall and majorly outpossessed in the first 45. A strong performance from Spokane. They hold the halftime lead as things stand. Live scenes now in the Pacific Northwest at One Spokane Stadium. Mark Bronick eager to get things back underway for an Omaha team that is eager to get up from bottom of the league, trying to claw their way back into things. Play restarts with Omaha driving through the midfield. Bronick receives it on this near side. Mark Bronick delivers towards the back post, cushioned down. Botello Faz, just a bit of a heavy touch. The pass is in the 18, not quite able to come off. You could see the idea though in the attack from Omaha, just 15 seconds into our second half. No subs made at halftime by either side. Both Lee Wiedman, who was booked in the first half for protests after a handball did not go his side's way. Lee Wiedman with that yellow card, and Vincenzo Candela, the interim for Omaha, neither of them making changes at the break. Omaha stride into the attack. Bronick receives. Bronick strikes towards goal and misses off frame. First shot of the second half comes 50 seconds in. Bronick, 18 years of age, signed his first professional contract October of last year. 10 appearances, 1 goal in all competitions, makes his second start in League One play. Playing on the right-hand side of this attack. Marancio goes long upfield, aiming for John Brown, who gets ahead to it. Last off, an Omaha defender out for a throw-in. Spokane throw-in, far side of the field. Viñals trying to play one centrally. It's well defended by Ostrom. Good challenge by Oprah. Drives it into the box, not able to link up with Pelais. Hooked up field. Bronick, really good back heel. The first time pass was attempted, not pulled off by what's in there. Now a chance for Viñals to receive, turn, carry into the 18. Roll it back to Reedy. First time, aiming for Pelais. Falls to John Brown. Oprah drags it back and plays it to Siobhan John Brown. Viñals. On the underlap. Rolled along centrally. Owusu gets there first, clears it away. John Brown just hassling things. And is going to earn a corner kick. An ICCU corner kick is what comes of this. Viñals whipped one in for an assist in the first half. He cedes this corner kick to Derek Waldeck, who will use his left for an in-swinger. With a lot of numbers circling around. Waldeck whips one into the back post. The header goes up. Chance for Ostrom to try and deal with it, but he gets caught wrong side. No foul called. Plays it forward to Bronick. It spins, a big one towards the Omaha defense. Viñals, really clever idea to drag this one away. Roll it along centrally. John Brown from distance misses off target. Scan now and you will win one of 20 unique restaurant discounts. Thank you to Caruso's, the Burger Dock, Flat Stick Pub, TT's Barbecue, Casa Tap House, IHOP, and Method Juice Cafe. The 50th minute, the 1,000th match in the history of USL League One. 6 champions crowned from 2019 to present. Omaha have been 2 of them. They took down Spokane in last year's final, 3-0 at home. But if this holds, then it would become the 6th straight meeting between these teams that is won by the home side. Omaha had a lot of success at Werner Park. They won by 4-1, 4-0, and 3-0. That was the final last year. They've been closer in Spokane, but the wins 3-2 in May and 2-1 in September of last year for Spokane. Lifted towards the back post by Woodson, over frame and out for a goal kick. It's another time at home against Omaha they've scored multiple goals. They would retake top spot in the USL League One if this holds. Still a long way to go. That's going to be a foul. Midfield. A yellow card is out after the foul against Ryan Betcher. It's a combination challenge between Garcia and Fernandez, and it looks to be Garcia, was it, that was booked? Is indeed. Center back from Mallorca is cautioned. Omaha won't try and put this free kick into the box. They roll it along to Owusu. Woodson. Another foul in the midfield going against Spokane. It's relatively central, but definitely a position to be delivered. The attacking 18-yard box for Omaha. Lifted into the area, it's hooked away. Probably wasn't necessary, but no nonsense defensive work there, just knocked out of play. Throw in comes, or corner comes rather. So a chance for another bit of delivery from Max Schneider. It's another ICCU corner kick. It's the 6th of the match for Omaha. They've conceded one from that exact spot. Where can Schneider put it? Whips this one in dangerously. Header pushes it away. It bounces out for a throw-in. Brendan Knapp, player in the area. This hit there from Woodson, out for a throw-in. If you can't watch the match, you're on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, which includes USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, you can hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. John Brown, the back heel, doesn't quite come off. And there was a handball there from Lewis, results in a free kick for Omaha. Woodson. Owusu. Watson lifted into the box. Cleared upfield, stooping header. John Brown says he did not commit the foul there. Referee concurs. It's a throw in for Spokane. Long ball forward from Marancio. It's a good one. Drops into the path of John Brown. Owusu clears it upfield. Had to get that one right on the clearance. It's out for a throw in. Oprah spots Fernandez as the open option. Maybe a slip, but it was a brilliant dummy. Waldeck along the ground, cleared away by Owusu. Out for a corner for the Velocity. Samuel Owusu, the Ghanaian center back, having to make some important interventions. Derek Waldeck making a good overlapping run on that near side on the left. Played a low one in. Now Neil Vignoles can again offer in-swinging corner kick service. The last one he had in the 3rd minute of stoppage time made things 2-0 Spokane. Vignoles, this one a little overhit, and it bounces out for a goal kick. Velocity fans, get match ready with the latest Velocity merchandise. Shop online or in the team store at the Davenport Grand Hotel in Spokane. Match here at One Spokane Stadium. Of course, the Zephyr going to get started in just a few weeks, 3 weeks until the opening week of the 2nd season in the USL Super League. Zephyr and Velocity both call One Spokane Stadium home. Long ball forward. Ooh, that was an elevated boot. That's going to be a yellow card. Quickly out of the pocket. Charlie Ostrom looks confused on why he was cautioned, but on first reflection, he was a little lucky there that his foot wasn't a bit more elevated. Let's watch this one again. Oof, yeah. That could very easily be red. I think a yellow card is the correct choice there, but not looking at the ball, the foot was a little elevated, caught Colin Fernandez. Maybe making that exact argument, saying, hey, it's still 11v11. Referee was quick with the yellow card. Decisive action as the captain for Spokane was fouled. That makes 3 players now for Omaha on yellow cards. Kallman, Ostrom, and Schneider. Marancio. Owusu gets the header forward. Waldeck takes an awkward bounce. See some subs being readied. The bottom left of your screen. They won't come in at this interval for Omaha. This one comes in the midfield for the Velocity. Lewis. 1-2 played. Lewis can spray a pass along to the near side. Goes out for a throw in. The subs will happen at this break in the action. 3 of them being made. Sergio Ors Navarro, Dion Akoff, and Stefano Pino will all come into the match. Pato Patelafaz will make way, as will Mark Bronick. And Lawrence Woodson, the third and change in this triple sub made by Vincenzo Candela here just past the hour mark. So Akoff, a more natural right back than Lawrence Woodson, the English midfielder who was filling in that spot. Sergio Ors Navarro will come on. The Spaniard will replace Botella Faz up front. He struggled to make an impact on the match. Pino as well, a forward-thinking option at 34 years of age. See who plays on the right-hand side, who plays up front. Looks like Pino might be up front with Ors Navarro, who gets onto it now on the right-hand side. Rolled forward. John Brown carries it forward, looks at options. He's got Oprah on the overlap. Back to Lewis. Andre Lewis. Waldeck, pass one challenge, and Ors Navarro, who's been in the match for barely more than a minute, enters the referee's pocket. Home crowd loves it. Ors Navarro less so. It's cynical. It's a bit of a tug of the shoulder, the jersey. He was beaten. And Ors Navarro preferred the foul to the attacking move, and Ors Navarro finds himself cautioned. 3 goals, 1 assist so far. 13 USL League One appearances. His first goal coming at Tormenta in March. Good speed. Lewis rolls it forward for Reedy. Drives it across. What a ball, what a save. On the second effort, blazed over. Rashid Nuhu keeping Omaha in this match. What a pass from Lewis. Reedy, one touch out of his feet and a brilliant pass. And Nuhu stamps out the danger. Pelaez wanted his brace. Nuhu had other ideas. What a stop. The longtime Omaha goalkeeper. The Ghanaian has just been a mainstay for this team. 7 shutouts last year in 21 USL League One appearances. Conceded 23 in that time. He was the 2022 USL League One Goalkeeper of the Year. He's a 2-time Golden Glove winner in this league. Akoff clips it in. Carlos Mauricio, his opposing goalkeeper. Mexican has had a very strong performance. Maybe a real sharp contender for what was the finer save in this match. Was it Nuhu on Pelaez, or was it Mauricio's right-handed stop earlier on in the match to keep it 1-0? Reedy was fouled from behind by Akoff. It's right at halfway. Max Schneider appealing to the referee. He's already been booked once for dissent. He has to be careful. One-two. Oprah. Back to John Brown. His pass cut out. Knocked out of play by Ostrom. Ors Navarro wins the loose ball, but he turns it back over. Immediate high press from Knapp, not able to pull it off. Nuhu, calmly done. Back to Coleman. Akoff. It's a poor pass in the defense, turned over. Now Pierre Reedy. Turns towards the defense and runs. Akoff from behind, a clean challenge. One back, few quick passes, and Omaha have numbers now in the attack. Move to the far side of the field. Numbers presenting themselves, driven in. The header mistimed from Ors Navarro. He'll want that one back. It's out for a goal kick. Elite Minds, unlock your mind, unlock your game. Visit our website today. 2-0 Spokane lead with 2 first-half goals. One from Neil Vignals, the other from Anwar Pillais, assisted by Vignals. Would be a very serious and obvious contender for man of the match. Things went final as they stand. Wusu back to Nuhu. Good forward pass from Owusu. Picks out Akoff. Dion Akoff. Forced away from goal. Plays a clever ball forward. Schneider, the drag back, loses out. Now Vignals. Lewis. Patience here from Spokane. It's turned over though. Now Milanese. Schneider. Far side of the field. Header pushes it away by Garcia. Kept in the mix. Here's Schneider. Owusu. Knapp. After the changes, he's been a bit more involved. Switch of play, picks out Akoff. It's a good first touch past one challenge. Dion Akoff. Delivery. Stooping header pushes things away. And a chance to try and break. Pillais, Coleman coming together. And it results in Omaha possession. Coleman moving a little awkwardly off the ball. Pino. Now Akoff in an attacking position. No nonsense clearance forward. Coleman, who is moving awkwardly, is holding that right arm relatively gingerly. Now Knapp. It breaks for Akoff, who's in a near center forward position. Ors Navarro trying to lift it in. It's blocked. Vignals comes onto it. Vignals scooping it forward for Reedy. Did he get there first? Referee says no, wags his finger. A good challenge from behind by Brandon Knapp. Ostrom. Owusu. Akoff. Probing ball into the box. Header away by Oprah. Fernandez. Oh, he has it taken away from him on the blind side. Quick fire passing to back heel, trying to open up an angle. Vital defensive work. Cameron Miller did just about enough to seal things off so Mauricio could fall on it. Mauricio launches us back underway. Coleman wins the header. John Brown. Ooh, Lewis gets his touch all wrong, and Milanese wins it back. Ostrom. Schneider now. Ors Navarro can turn towards goal. Moving in field past a few challengers. Good strong sliding intervention. And Pierre Reedy now with it. Waldeck. That's going to be a foul committed by Brendan Knapp. And it's a free kick for the Velocity here in the 71st minute. Chance for a few changes to come into the match now, this time for the home side. Neil Bignals will make way to large rounds of applause. Siobhan John Brown will come out of the match as well. Bignals, 1 goal, 1 assist. It's been some performance by him, embraces with the coaching staff and the bench. Bignals makes way alongside Colin Fernandez, Siobhan John Brown, Luis Hill, Ish Jome, and Bryce Meredith all coming into the match for the Velocity. So fresh legs on now for Lee Wiedemann and Spokane. John Brown, Coleman, Knapp control in the midfield. Reedy gets a challenge in. It turns into a long clearance forward, and Garcia gets there first. Lewis, Opera trying to get past Ostrom. Can't do so, but earns a throw. Another change can come in now. Cesaro Martinez will come into the match for Omaha. Brendan Knapp will be the one to make way, like for like in the midfield, with the 28-year-old midfielder Martinez coming on. Martinez spent last year with Northern Colorado, the year before that with Forward Madison. Experience in a few systems in League One. Pelais gets past one challenger, scrapes it along. Reedy, Waldeck. In the end, overhit, out for a goal kick. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. You can download now. Breaks for Spokane. Heel thinking about his options. He's Heel going to Lewis. Now Reedy driving it along. Coleman gets ahead to it. Ostrom the header away. Akoff pressed from behind, just rolls it forward. Pino picked off him. Good work defensively. There's a tug there by Ostrom. It's a free kick. Lumberbeard Brewing is proud to be the preferred craft brewery partner for USL Spokane. Visit our downtown tasting room for expertly brewed craft beer and food at 25 East 3rd Ave. Open 7 days a week. John Brown. Flag goes up. Hill was offsides. .15 minutes plus stoppage time left in this one. Spokane 2 goals to the good. Both goals come in the first 45. Pelais trying to add to that with some high pressure up the field. Owusu, Akoff, first touch is brilliant. An inviting one forward. It's rolled back to Akoff. Akoff puts a good ball in. rolled along, still in the 18 now. Laid off, edge of the box, the shot sliced by Schneider. Out of play for a goal kick. It was a nice flowing attacking move. Akoff kept things alive. Pino the back heel, and it was just rolled to the edge of the area. Schneider just trying to leather one into the back of the net. Hindsight always 50-50, but maybe a more placed effort would have been advantageous in that position. Foul by John Brown, and Schneider restarts play with the free kick. Omaha, a big week coming up. Obviously, this match a long ways away. They have to make a big comeback effort here to try and leave Spokane with points for the first time in club history. We got a match on Wednesday against Westchester. Be at home as well against Chattanooga next Saturday, a week from today. Spokane will have a keen interest in that match, as Chattanooga right now are their main contenders for that top spot in the USL standings. There's a high challenge in there. Referee will let play continue as Reedy is driving this one forward with Hill alongside him. Pierre Reedy, a big touch towards the end line. Reedy, important one to stay alive. One-on-one now with Owusu. Good ball rolled centrally. Meredith back. Now Oprah, John Brown. Jome rather. Waldeck. Strong challenge. In the USL League One, match week 20. This match number 1,000 in the history of this league. Lots of parallels, a chance for Spokane to try and take top spot against the last two Players Shield winners. Omaha have had it in 2023 and in 2024. Spokane trying to take it off their hands. Omaha a long ways away, trying to claw back up in the standings, and a rematch, of course, of last year's final that Omaha won to complete the double. Only double they care about right now is 2 goals to get themselves back in this game, but Derek Waldeck carries it away from that sort of danger. Good work from the left back, and he'll put the brakes on and opt conservatively to keep possession. Reedy, always dangerous in the attack. Loses out there. Akoff, been dangerous since coming on. That one forces a clearance away. Akoff just looks more natural in that right back role. It's his 10th appearance in the USL League One campaign. He's got 2 goals to show for it. He has been just so consistent in that right back role. Last year, 26 appearances, 2 assists, not his usual productivity. Goal, 3 assists the year before that. Ostrom pressed by 2. Jome wins it back. Hill. Akoff with a header, keeps it in play. Reedy, Waldeck, Meredith, Hill, Lewis working against Milanese. Too much extracurriculars from behind. A foul, a free kick, and a chance for the subs to come into the match now. Like for like up front, Anwar Pillai's, his insurance goal gives Spokane just that much more breathing room. Nico Brett will come on in his place, while Joe Gallardo will come into the match as the 5th and final change in for Charlie Ostrom in that left wing role. Kalai's 7 goals now this campaign. Tack on 1 more in the Jägermeister Cup and 1 more in the Open Cup when they next play a week from today at home against Avialta. Spokane will wonder if Pelaez can hit double-digit goals. Signed in August of last year. The bedding-in process, made 9 appearances, scored 2 goals. Coming in from the top tier of Guatemala, Zakoff brings a long switch of play down. Schneider whips one into the box, dangerous delivery. A stooping header pushes it out now, throw in far side of the field comes from it. Whipped into the box. The header towards the back post, cleared off the line. It's going to be a penalty. Spokane thought they had saved the dangerous goal mouth sequence, but the referee spotted an infringement. Gallardo immediately involved in the action. Big deflection goes up. It may have been a bit of that jersey pull. I think Waldeck was beaten in the air by Stefano Pino, and the referee concurred. There was too much holding at that back post. Omaha, a lifeline, a golden opportunity. And Joe Gallardo, who came on just moments ago, his introduction less than 2 minutes ago, 3 goals in 11 appearances in League One play in 2025. 12 yards away from having the deficit and setting us up for a grandstand finish. Gallardo scores. Spokane 2, Omaha 1. And this game got just that much more interesting with 7 minutes plus stoppage time left. The substitute steps up with his delivery, first causing some chaos that results in the penalty. He whips one into the box, the header by Miller across frame, Waldeck fouling Pino. It results in the penalty, and Gallardo makes no mistake about it. Rancio guessed the wrong way. If he guessed the right way, would have been a tall task to save it. Gallardo maybe chatting a little bit. He says 3-0. Reminds them of the score from last year's final. But still work to do in this one. Jalen Chrysler comes into the match now. Player who's missed much of this campaign. His main appearance coming against Ballard FC in the Open Cup. The first round played all 120 minutes, but he hasn't featured much at all beyond that. Made his technical League One debut in the match against Westchester, of course, ruled out for a forfeit after a legal sub from Spokane, so this probably his official debut in League One for Spokane. Very experienced central defender, originally from Everett, Washington. Played for One Knoxville for 2 years, Richmond for the 2 years before that. League One veteran. His task now, play in the heart of the defense, see things out as Omaha will try and pepper that net and get back into this game. Akoff using his speed to the end line, lifted in, header away by Lewis. Was it kept in play? No, it wasn't. Out for a throw. Good work from the coaching staff of Omaha to keep that one alive. Keep it in the mix. First time by Gallardo. Loose ball falls. Moved by Ors Navarro. Schneider. Milanese. Gallardo. Akoff. There's Beals for handball. They're answered. Free kick for Spokane. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Neil Vignals, Anwar Pelaez with the 2 goals for Spokane. Gallardo off the bench, a penalty. That keeps this one close. Brett, the hold-up play, not able to bring it down. He has a bit of a tug at Martinez, a free kick. Owusu restarts play quickly. Coleman to Milanese, an inviting pass forward. Gallardo with Ors Navarro making a dangerous run. He picks him out. Ors Navarro trying to open an angle for himself. Cuts it back. Left by Gallardo. Schneider. Martinez. Isidro Martinez. Max Schneider. Now Dion Akoff. Akoff whipped into the box. The header by Chrysler flicks it along. Milanese puts it back in the mix. Going left to right in a flash. It's going to be a throw-in for Spokane. Deep inside their own half. Book your stay today at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. Two and a half minutes plus stoppage time. Spokane trying to hold on to this one. Get into top spot again in League One. It was overtaken yesterday with Chattanooga's win over Westchester on the road. Waldeck rolls one along the channel. Challenge from Owusu, wins it back. Now Max Schneider with Brett on his heels, plays it back to Coleman. Gallardo. Owusu, Gallardo popping up everywhere since coming on. Schneider. Just watch Gallardo just tracking along that midfield. Trying to pop up in dangerous positions. Coleman, Schneider, Martinez. Akoff. Akoff rolls this one in. Laid off to Schneider. Clipped ball, pushed away. Heel gets to it first. Coleman, good chest control down. Milanese, Gallardo gets past one challenge. Referee says no foul. Brett with it. Back to Oprah. Oprah, Luis Hill. Lewis gets past the challenge of Akoff. Waldeck. Now Ish Jome can receive it. He's got an open option if he wants it. Jome into the 18 now, trying to go between 2 challengers. Goes down. Always looked like he was looking for the penalty there. Referee says nothing in it. Nuhu chests it down by Gallardo. Schneider, he's fouled. It's a really cheap foul to give away, and Lewis gets in his face afterwards. Yeah, it's a foul. Late challenge from Lewis. May have been a little extracurriculars afterwards from Schneider. We take into stoppage time now at the end of our 90. 4 minutes added on at the end of this one. Max Schneider has been tasked with these set pieces throughout the match. Referee saying he needs to be a bit deeper. Schneider lifts it forward. The header towards goal, wide. Goal kick. In 4 minutes of stoppage time, that is presented by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort and Hotel. Akoff, 1 minute down of the 4. Akoff stretching his legs. Lifts it into the box. Pushed away. Throw in Omaha. Long throw from Akoff. First header won by Spokane. It falls to Martinez. Rolls it back to Akoff. Gallardo popping up in dangerous spots. Trying to get it this one along. Past a few. Heel gets a toe in. Out for a throw. Luis Hill off the bench just gets that important challenge in. Long throw. That's a foul from behind. A cheap one for Omaha. And time can tick off the clock for Spokane. David Garcia will be slow back to his feet. He was fouled from behind here, just got the right side of his opponent, knew that he was creeping along the backside. Into the channel, one for Brett to chase. Owusu gets there first. He's fouled. Samuel Owusu draws the free kick. There is not much time left. Omaha have put them within a goal of getting a point. It would be a first at One Spokane Stadium. Wouldn't quite call it a smash and grab. They've had more possession, more shots. The expected goals figures favor them, but Spokane have played very well. They'd call themselves deserved winners. Akoff. Schneider. Max Schneider underhits his delivery. It's blocked. Waldeck clears it upfield. Nico Brett moves it along to Hill. Luis Hill. Brett. Hill moves it centrally for Lewis. There's a tug inside the attacking half. A free kick given. Will tick past the 4. All eyes will land on the center official, Ivan De Cristofaro. How much more he will give. Launched upfield, out for a throw. The 1,000th match in the USL League One. See the Spokane Velocity retake their spot atop the league with a 2-1 win at home. Lee Wiedman's side go top and get some semblance of vengeance from last year's final, winning today by a score of 2-1. As we wind this one down, let's look at tonight's play of the match. It came 6 minutes in. Neil Vinyals, what a finish. That free kick is your play of the match, presented by Modelo. It made it 1-0. His assist would make it 2-0. And they would see things out 2-1. What a performance it was from Vinyals in the end for Spokane, as they see this one out by a score of 2-1. Let's take one last break. On the other side of it, we can look at our full-time highlights and stats and see what that does to our standings as it finishes Spokane 2, Union Omaha 1.
De vez en cuando, todos queremos soltarnos. Solo necesitamos un poco de ayuda. Conozca un poco de ayuda. El Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition 2024 pasa por cualquier terreno para que puedas darlo todo. Obtén una gran oferta en una Bronco Sport hoy mismo. Arrienda una Bronco Sport Wild Edition por $339 al mes por 36 meses o cómpralo con 3.9 por 36 y obtén $2,000 de bono Wild.
When spring 2025 rolls back around, Spokane Zephyr FC will too, for part 2 of their inaugural season. You could witness all 7 spring home matches with a spring match pack. Tickets to 7 fast-paced matches in a fun, soccer-crazed environment at one Spokane stadium. Plus, you'll get season ticket holder benefits like merch discounts, a VIP party, and more. Visit uslspokane.com to score your spring match pack now.
At Eastern Washington University, students and faculty work side by side to restore a lost prairie and decrease our carbon footprint. Composers are writing music to help us understand how salmon migrate. And urban and regional planning students partner with cities to gather the data they need to address homelessness. Interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world. That's Eastern Washington University and you.
Neil Vignals, the hero on the day for the Spokane Velocity. 2-1 they win over Union Omaha. Vignals, a goal and an assist, enough to get past a Joe Gallardo penalty. And for Spokane to retake top spot in the USL League One. Jack Edwards with you to round out our broadcast. Our broadcast presented by Eastern Washington University. These highlights of the goals also presented by Eastern Washington University. It was a foul 5 minutes in by Brent Coleman, and what a free kick it was. Decisive, powerful, well-placed from Vignals. It made things 1-0 to open things up early on in the match. And right before halftime, it was another bit of set-piece magic from Vignals. This time, the delivery picked out Anwar Palais, who crashed it in for his 7th goal in League One play, 9th overall for the Velocity, now in his 2nd campaign after joining last August. There'll be chances to try and extend their lead. A brilliant ball forward by Lewis, and an even better pass by Reedy. Denied, though. Nuhu stops Palais from making it 2 goals on the day. Brilliant pass from Reedy across frame. Nuhu kind of save that made him League One Goalkeeper of the Year in 2022. And the match got testy late on. There'd be a foul here. Waldeck brings down Pino. It results in a penalty. And Joe Gallardo would make no mistake about it. He would step up, dispatch it, make things 2-1. A little bit of nerves around One Spokane Stadium, but they make it 3 of 3 at home against Omaha. They win this one despite being heavily outpossessed, outshot a little bit, but the quality of their chances shine through. They see things out by a score of 2-1. Important for them to get this win on the day, to get a bit of revenge from last year's final, but also to retake top spot in the standings. They leapfrog Chattanooga. They hold a 2-point edge over the Red Wolves, and they'll try and extend that, while Omaha, they're 6 points off that playoff line. They have 3 matches in hand, and the first match they have coming up is against Westchester SC, a massive 6-pointer at the bottom of the table. If they're going to get back to the playoffs, try and defend that League One title, it will have to come in the next few matches down the run-in the League One season. A fun one to bring you for our 1,000th match in the history of the USL League One. Some special moments from the Velocity in the end shine things through. For our entire broadcast crew, Jack Edwards signing off from Spokane, Washington. The Velocity take this one by a score of 2-1 and retake their spot atop the USL League One as they try and round out year number 2 in a big way. Talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your Saturday night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.